Beware the Brindlebeast.
Hi. My book review is on Beware the Brindlebeast by Anita Riggio. This is a traditional folk tale, based on a traditional folk tale by Joseph Jacobs, The Headley Cow. Folk tales are stories meant to entertain or to educate. Beware the Brindlebeast has been one of my favorites ever since I first found it at the BYU bookstore many years ago. I was attracted to the Halloween theme and its bright, bold colors. I didn't even know it was based on a traditional tale until after taking this class. I did do a little more research on the Headley Cow, and I learned that the Headley on the Hill is a region in northern England, not far from Scotland. The tale of this shape-shifting Headley cow comes from that region. Now, when we look at this book, Anita Riggio chose to use bright, bold colors and other things. If we look at this picture, you can see how she used shadows to create a mysterious mood. In this picture, you can see how she used selective lighting by using the candle and the fireplace to light this warm scene. In this illustration, she elongates and exaggerates Birdie's face so that you can feel the emotion that she has. I love the artwork in this book. Most of the story is similar to the original Headley Cow. I love that in both stories, Birdie is a cheerful, grateful, and friendly woman. When I read it, I wish I could do a Scottish accent. But since I can't, I just read it anyway. Birdie was a cheerful old woman who lived with her marmalade cat in a bitty cottage just outside the village. She was surely poor, but got along one way or another and was glad of it. To earn a living, Birdie did chores for the housewives in the hamlet. They gave her a meal at noontime, plus a supper of stale bread and hard cheese, and insisted that Birdie begin work at dawn's light so she could be safely home before darkness fell. For all the villagers were afraid of the dread Brindlebeast, who roamed the village at night, changing itself into frightful forms and scaring the gentle village folk right out of their wits. Beware the Brindlebeast, the housewives told Birdie. Beware indeed. The magical elements of this book come into play when Birdie is on her way home one evening. Now, Anita Riggio chooses to make that evening All Hallows Eve. Birdie finds a black kettle on her path. She starts to drag it home, and after a while she turns around to look at it and notices that it has become a big barrel of apples. Now, she's not disappointed that her kettle of gold has turned into a barrel of apples. Instead, she has a positive attitude. She says, I could have sworn this was a kettle of gold, but that must have only been a lovely dream. Ah well, a stout barrel of apples is still a fine treasure, and she continues on her way. A little bit later, she turns to see the barrel of apples has become a pumpkin. There's a little bit more magic in this book, but you'll have to read it yourself to learn about it. Both stories have similar magical elements, with minimal changes to the items Birdie finds and to the ending of the Headley Cow into the Brindle and the Beware the Brindlebeast. This has been a family favorite of ours that we read at Halloween time, and I hope that you enjoy reading it as well. Thank you.